My name is Lucky Chinapali, and today I will be teaching you composite functions. So, to start off, what are composite functions? Well, a composite function is a function that relies on another function and is created when one function is substituted into another function. So, let's take an example. Let's choose two functions. Say f of x equals 10x plus 2 and g of x equals 15x plus 5. So the composite function would be combining these two functions. So say I want to find f of g of x. In that case, I need to put function g into function f to combine both functions in order to create the composite function. So f of g of x, which can also be written this way, is 10 times the quantity of 15x plus 5 plus 2, because we plugged in function g into the x of function f. This equals 150x plus 50 plus 2, which can further be simplified to 150x plus 52. So now we know that f of g of x equals 150x plus 52. We can also switch the functions, so instead of f of g of x, we can do g of f of x. And that would equal 15 times the quantity of 10x plus 2 plus 5, because we plugged in function f into function g. Once we distribute, 15 times 10 is 150x, 15 times 10x, and 15 times 2 is 30, and plus 5. And this would equal 150x plus 35. Now we know that g of f of x equals 150x plus 35. From this, we can see that f of g of x does not equal g of f of x. We can get even more complicated questions from this. For example, we can solve f of g of x equals 10 g of f of x. So that would be 150x plus 52 equals 150x plus 35 times 10. We got this because f of g of x is 150x plus 52, like we previously solved, and g of f of x is 150x plus 35, like we previously solved. but we have to multiply g of f of x by 10 because that is part of the problem. Once we distribute, we would get 150x plus 52 equals 1,500 x plus 350. If I subtract 1,500 from 1,500x from 150x, and also subtract 52 from 350, we would get negative 1,350x equals 298. And if we further simplify, we would get x equals around negative 4.53. Another problem we can solve with these composite functions is write g of h of 2 as an expression in terms of 2. To solve this, we would write 150x plus 35 times 2. The reason being is that we already know g of f is 150x plus 35, and we're multiplying by 2 here in place of x. So that is why we come up with this equation, a expression. Now we can plug in 2 for x, and we would get 150 times 2 plus 35. And this would simplify to 300 plus 35, which would equal 335. Thank you for listening to my presentation about composite functions. I hope you learned a lot today. Bye!